Hey guys, AJ here with Center Mass Defense. Today I'm here with Mike from ATI Outdoors. We're going to talk a little bit about the Taclite stock. You've probably seen this in some videos before. It also looks real similar to what I have on my Remington 870. I think the biggest difference is when I got this, it was missing a part there, Mike. So I noticed that right away.
So the cheek rest riser is what you're after. So with the AR stock, when we send it out, it doesn't come with it. We do have it as an optional accessory that you can purchase. However, it doesn't include it because if you have your stock forward a little bit, like it is right now, pull the charge handle, it's going to interfere. So you have to have it all the way back, and then it functions just fine. So a shooter of your size and stance works great. For me, I'm a little bit more tucked in when I shoot, and I would have the same interference. So that'd be a reason.
Yeah, and I've definitely noticed when it's all the way out, it works, but it's close. I think I don't think you could move it in even one single
spot
to get it moved. And I say I think because we've had this on the rifle for about 15 minutes now. So he just wanted to save himself some money on postage. Instead of mailing it to me, he happened to be in town, so he's like, "Hey, I'll just bring your order down to you in person." But so far, I'm really enjoying it.
Good.
This is kind of my tester gun. I think the biggest thing that I've had a problem with, Michaela was shooting it the other day and really commented that she really liked the stock. And she said the only thing, it's a little firmer than usual. And I thought, oh my gosh, if you would have tried this when I first started, changing it for my students during classes was a real pain.
So
but you said, you said it was because of the construction of that. So why don't you let us know a little bit about how that works?
Sure. So when you first get this and you get it onto your mill tube, and you try to slide it forward and back for doing the different adjustment spots. It's going to be tight whether you're using the tube that's from ATI or another company that has a mill tube. And it's tight for the reason of there's different extrusions out there for making these tubes depending on what companies make to their print. There's the mill spec, but everyone's got different tolerances, and there's variants in the extrusion, things like that. There's even variances in the anodizing, so you can even get small differences in the size of the tube from that. So inside of our stock, there's actually 3 ribs in there. They're not quite crush ribs. It's kind of a rib that it's as the tube is inside of it and the stock slides on those ribs, they'll start to wear. So as you kind of exercise the stock a little bit, it'll start to form around that tube. And so that's the reason it was tight when you first get started with it. But you also probably adjust your tube, your stock on the tube much more often than most.
Right. Most of my rifles, if they're my personal rifles and I only use them, then the stock is set at a rate. But because this is one of the rifles that my students use, it's getting set to different settings all the time. So far I've really enjoyed it. I know they also have another option that we talked about today, so I'm going to go ahead and hop online actually right after this video and order one of these. You were explaining it a little bit, but you might have seen it's smaller than what I have on my 870. Sure. And not that this one walks much it doesn't walk at all when I'm wearing my regular street clothes if I'm just out shooting for fun. But if I have a vest on, occasionally I have noticed a little bit of walking just the way my vest will sit, where It's catching mostly the edge.
Yeah, so if you have, a t-shirt on like I do, or you're wearing your jacket for shooting up by me in Wisconsin winter, I wear a jacket a lot, you're not going to have any problems. The rubber that's in the back of this will keep you in position, but I can see that with the vest. So we have what we call a X1 pad. The one that's on your Remington, that's our X2, it's thicker. But the X1's about probably 3/4 of an inch, and the rubber goes all the way around, so that way no matter where you're at, positioning wise, or if you have a vest on, you'll be able to keep it in place, it won't move around on you. And it also helps the recoil of that felt punch from the big 5.56, So.
Yes, everybody knows those are big tough ones there. So before we close, one of the last things I'd like to speak to, because for me, just being a patriot American veteran, I love to go American made. So that's the first question. Is everything made in-house? So as soon as ATI went, we do outsource some things, I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to have to go look for another company. But what they outsource to other companies in Wisconsin. So they're not outsourcing to China or India or something like that. There are a few things like printing, little tiny things that they outsource just to other companies in their community. So, and a few others around the States, but I really like that they're keeping it all here in the U.S. So overall, I'm really enjoying the stock. I'll probably do another brief video to explain, because I'm definitely going to go and order one of those pads.
Yeah.
And you will slowly but surely see this rifle, adding an ATI grip and an ATI stock. I've got rails on order as well. I don't know why he didn't bring those to me this time around, but it is what it is. But no, so you'll see this get transformed more and more. So we'll do a couple quick little videos every time we add something new. So thanks for coming down.
Very
Appreciate
good.
you bringing
Thank
me the stuff in person. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody.